Hi everyone, welcome back to our channel. If you're new here, I'm Aline, and on this channel we share tips and recommendations about food, travel and local experiences. If you love exploring new places and discovering delicious food, make sure to subscribe and give this video a thumbs up. In today's video, we are taking you along with a weekend road trip to Montreal. We'll share everything from our drive there, the stops we made along the way, and all the incredible things we did and ate on our first day in the city. So let's get started. Montreal is one of Canada's most vibrant and historic cities, known for its unique blend of European charm and modern urban energy. As the largest city in Quebec, it is a cultural hub famous for its stunning architecture, diverse culinary scene, and lively festivals. Founded in 1642, Montreal was originally a French settlement and remains one of the most bilingual cities in the world, where both French and English are spoken. The city is built on Mont Royal, the mountain that gives Montreal its name, and offers stunning viewpoints overlooking the skyline. With over 120 cultural festivals each year, including the world-famous Montreal International Jazz Festival, there's always something happening. Whether you're exploring the cobblestone streets of Old Montreal, enjoying a poutine at a local diner, Montreal is a city full of history, art, and adventure waiting to be discovered. Hi everyone! Welcome to our new video. Today we are gonna bring you with us to a road trip from Barrie to Montreal. So Guy is here driving. To get to Montreal, you have some options. Mainly you can go south towards Toronto, or you can go north to Rita and then go to Montreal from north. And we chose the north option. We are gonna show you how this option was for us. We are gonna show you the stops on the way. Also, it's fall, so the colors are beautiful, and we hope to show you this as well. And we are going to Montreal to visit some friends. They are there working for a while, but they are here from Barrie too, and our plan is to spend our weekend with them. We left Barrie at 9:30 a.m. and made our first stop at Costco to fill up our tank. Since we are members, it's usually the best place to get gas at a lower price. And we decided to stop here to fill up our car. His name is Pumba. So we decided to fill up Pumba here because going north, we heard that there's not many stops on the way. The best way to do this road trip is to leave with your tank completely full, and then once in Montreal, you can fill it up again. All done?
All done.
Next stop, Tim Hortons.
Yes.
We always, every time we go to somewhere, we travel, we leave our house early to travel to go somewhere. We stop at Tim Hortons to eat something because it's cheap and fast and good. After that, we wanted some snacks before hitting the road. We originally planned to stop at Tim Hortons, but since there was a Starbucks right in front of us, we decided to go there instead. I love this mugs that they have for different places, but I prefer the old one comparing to the new one. This is the new one. This is what we use to drink water. We put a lot of ice and it lasts until the end of the day almost. So this is another good recommendation. The menu will be new for us because we never order here. These are the options. There's some sandwiches here, and we used to order crunchers from Tim Hortons. I don't know what we are gonna order today. Ready to go?
Yes, let's go.
Let's go. With our snacks in hand, we jumped in the car and started our trip. The route we took is the shortest and most of the time the fastest way to go from Barrie to Ottawa. But the downside is that this is not a 400 cities road, so most of the trip has just one lane coming and one lane going, and a lot of curves on the way. It's a beautiful drive, especially in the fall when the foliage starts changing from green to yellow and orange as you head north. Our first stop was Bancroft, where we stretched our legs and grabbed some snacks, now at Tim Hortons. Now we are going to Tim Hortons. This is our first stop. We found a city that the name is Bancroft. This is the biggest city between Orillia and Ottawa. So that's why we stopped here. Let's see what we will find inside. Then it was back on the road for another 2 hours and a half until our next stop, Gatineau. Gatineau is right next to Ottawa and is the first city in Quebec when coming from this direction. By this point we were hungry, so we decided to stop at McDonald's. It was my first time ordering a McDonald's that speaks French. We tried their new sandwich, the Big Arch, and it was really big and filling. From there, we continued our drive toward Montreal. As the sun set, we were treated to an amazing view of the moon that was orange on that night. After a long drive, we finally arrived in Laval, where our friends were living for a while, and called it a night. The next morning, we were ready to explore Montreal. Good morning, everyone! We had an amazing first night here. We are not staying in Montreal. The name of the city is Laval, and it's about 30 kilometers from Montreal. And today is our first day exploring the city. So us and also our friends, we are going to downtown Montreal, show you all around. So stay tuned, we will show you everything that you can do in 2 days in Montreal. Our first stop was the Biosphere, one of Montreal's most unique landmarks. The Biosphere is located on Isle Sainte-Hélène and is easily accessible by car or subway with a station right in front. Originally built for Expo 67, it now houses the Environment Museum, dedicated to sustainability and climate awareness. Inside, the museum features interactive exhibits on environmental issues and conservation efforts, making a great place to visit for everyone. Whether you're a solo traveler, a couple, or visiting with family, there's something to explore and learn. It's especially great for families with kids, as the hands-on exhibits and immersive displays make learning about the environment fun and engaging for all ages. One of the coolest exhibits we saw was about cosmic plankton. It was displayed in a dark room where you could see different microscopic planktons under a microscope. It was a really interesting way to visualize something that plays such a big role in our ecosystem. We finished our visit at a panoramic room located on the 5th floor of the Biosphere. The floor-to-ceiling windows offer spectacular views of Parc Jean-Drapeau and downtown Montreal. After the museum, we decided to check out the Montreal Grand Prix circuit. Just across the bridge from the Biosphere, you will find the Circuit Gilles Villeneuve, where the Formula 1 Canadian Grand Prix is held. One thing that surprised me was the cars are actually allowed on one of the tracks, so whether you want to walk, bike or drive, there are plenty of ways to experience the circuit. What do you feel, Gui?
Yeah, I always wanted to know this. If it was of rubber or concrete.
It's concrete.
It's concrete, yeah. This is like an area that helps the cars to make the curve, right?
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
And there's some
concrete.
levels.
Yeah, there's some different levels.
Here.
Yeah.
Imagine being here.
Yeah.
Screaming, Robinho! By this point, we were starving, so we headed to one of our favorite restaurants, Three Brasseurs, or Three Brewers in English. We started with baked camembert, wrapped in prosciutto, and for the main course, we had pork shanks served with mashed potatoes and vegetables. The pork was tender, falling off the bone, and absolutely delicious. Oh, and if you're in Toronto, don't worry, there are Three Brewers locations there too. After lunch, it was time to explore Old Montreal and Rue Saint-Paul, one of the city's most charming streets. This area is filled with restaurants, souvenir shops, and street artists. It's the perfect place for a stroll and to soak in the city's European vibe. Of course, we couldn't visit Old Montreal without stopping for dessert, so we went to Mr. Puff's, a well-known Montreal spot specializing in Greek-style donuts called loukoumades. These little fried dough balls are crispy on the outside, soft on the inside, and come in different flavors, so we need this in Ontario as soon as possible. To end the day, we headed to Old Port to catch the sunset. This area is home to La Grande Roue de Montréal, the city's famous Ferris wheel and the tallest observation wheel in Canada. Built in 2017, it stands 60 meters high, offering breathtaking 360-degree views of Montreal, the St. Lawrence River, and beyond. The area around is full of things to do, including vendors, entertainment, and even a zipline attraction. The sunset was stunning and we stayed until it got dark to see the Ferris wheel all lit up. Since it was close to Halloween, the lights were purple and orange, making it even more special. We had been there once before and the views from the top are truly unforgettable. Definitely a must visit when in Montreal. And that's how we wrapped our first day of our Montreal trip. Stay tuned for part 2 where we will share even more of our adventures in this beautiful city. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know in the comments, have you been to Montreal? What's your favorite spot to visit? See you on our next adventure. Ciao!